What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're looking at the TF-980. This is actually a pretty stacked knife, and for a TAC Force knife, this one's actually not too bad. So let's dive into it. Let's see what this thing's got. Okay, so right off the bat, let's go ahead. Let's check out this handle on it real quick. So I'm turning around this way. You might can see it a little bit better right here. It's a pretty good bit of glare right there. But as you can see, got a nice ABS little rubberized grip right there in the middle. Got your TAC Force logo with a little American flag right there in the middle. Got a hammer back here on the bottom. Looks like you have some jimpings back here, maybe for a tactical defense or to get a better grip whenever you're hammering. There is a, hey, look at that. There is a lanyard hole right here, which almost looks like it's going to be pointless because that blade shuts down right there on it. So I don't like that. I don't like when they do that. You might be able to get something small through there for a wrist strap, but I don't think you're going to be able to on this one. Right here you got your dual thumb studs on your blade, which I'll go over in a second. Large little trigger right back here. Man, yeah, you can kind of see it better right here in camera. So it's kind of a close-up on the handle right there. Let's go ahead, let's see how fast this blade is. It's actually not bad. That's a big blade on it. So let's check it out real quick. So if I'm looking right here, sorry about all that glare. I need to move that light. But get you looks like a clip point right there is how it cuts off so sharp. But got a boxed out bevel right here, and then it comes on up almost not quite a Tonto style right there, but close. Got your blood groove right there. Again, dual thumb studs. Look like jimpings are incorporated into the blade as well as in the handle. So if I choke up a little bit, no choil really to choke up with. Yeah, for my hands, it's actually not a bad grip. Now, one thing that I don't like about these type knives is that rubberized handle. Using them as a pocket knife, they always seem to stick in my pocket, especially with jeans. I'll pull them out and they just, y'all know how the rubber feels in your pocket whenever you're trying to do a pocket knife like this. But for a bug out bag knife, this might be alright. So, and of course that's personal preference. But let's keep going over this handle real quick. So right here, you've got your standard little liner lock on it. Let's see. It's actually pretty smooth. Let's see what this thing, bam. That's what it looks like right there. Let's try to open this thing up with the thumb studs. Let's see how that does. I actually prefer that maybe over that trigger with that slide back that I have to do. So if you just got it and you need to flip it open, yeah. So the spring in this thing is actually pretty strong to throw up this large blade right here. So that's actually pretty cool. Let's keep going over this thing. So right here, nice little beefy belt clip right there on the back. The pocket clip rather sits high, which is a good thing for concealment. So it'll sit down all the way in your pocket. Got a nice dip right there. Now, that large dip looks like it would fray your pocket, but we'll go check that out in just a second. And then right back here, this little hammer is removable. It's a screw. So, and I'm trying to do it time-consumingly, but you can unscrew this little hammer right here. Bam. And just carry it like that, which I don't know why you would want to do that. Maybe if it was just, a pointless thing that you're never ever going to use. Now, a good thing about this little hammer right here is that it's not plastic. It is, I'm sure it's aluminum, which is a little bit crazy, but it's better than plastic. But it does screw in there pretty good. So if you needed to, hammer this way, hammer that way, hammer this way. But let's check out. Open it. The defensive stance is pretty good. Now that might be a reason if you wanted to use this knife in a defensive stance, you might would want to remove that hammer. It might get you a little bit better grip with your thumb right there. But they've also got these non-lethal, jimpings right back here if you needed to use it in a non-lethal type defense. You've got it there. But overall, guys, the thing is not too bad. Nice little blood groove right there in the blade. I got a few hairs off of it. I tell you what, let's go see how sharp this blade really is. Alright, let's see how sharp this bad boy is. So, with the straight down cut right here. Hey, there's a few rips in that, but that actually wasn't too bad. Let's try it at an angle real quick. So, if we get in here. I thought it was going to stop right there at the end. But that's actually not too bad. Now, with it having this clip point at the end, let's go ahead and let's see how sharp the point of it is. Yeah, it's a little bit of push, but once you get in there, for this blade to be right out of the box like this, it's actually not too bad at all. Right out of the box, it's really not that bad for one of these little cheaper knives like this, but throw it on a stone. Just be careful because it breaks this blade down into 3 sections. Let me show you right here. So, as you can see, you got your large box bevel right there, and you ease up, boom, and then it's almost got that tanto cut up right there. So, if you do sharpen it, maybe do it in 3s and not, just do it correctly, and don't just get one of those things that you run it through to sharpen it up because it's going to eat that blade down. But it looks like you can really throw a good little edge on this thing. Now, how long it's going to hold up? It's probably not going to hold up that long. However, it's still not too bad. Now, one thing that I've been dreading is how it's going to feel in the pocket, with that rubberized handle right there. So I tell you what, let's go ahead, let's go check that out. Let's go see what this thing looks like in the pocket. So I'm actually glad that I don't have jeans on for this. However, I think jeans would give this a little bit better test in the pocket because I feel like this plastic right here is going to catch. So let's give it a shot. And we'll do just single hand first to see if we can do it. Well, never mind. That actually wasn't too bad. So, let me show y'all right over here. The print on it, as you can tell, I don't even have to show with the press. I mean, you can see it in the pocket. But the belt clip right here is not too bad. It catches here good. It doesn't crinkle up your pocket. So, if I'm here to slide it out, it actually slides out pretty good. Your trigger is right there. Bam. So, let's try this one more time with a close-up. Now, this time it's causing a push, but that's actually okay. So guys, this knife, it feels pretty heavy in the pocket. This is a bigger knife. It's super wide, but it slides in and out of the pocket fairly well for it to be this ABS plastic, or I say plastic, it's the rubberized handle here, but it still slides in rather nice. Yeah, maybe that's a personal preference, but I'm not crazy about the rubberized, handle going in my pocket like that. The outside of it's plastic right here. Let me show y'all. But with it sitting in your pocket, it is super large knife anyway, so the print is bad. But it's just so hard to pull in and out due to that ABS rubber right there. So, as far as a pocket knife goes for me, it's a no-go. The pocket clip was a little beefy, and I'd be worried about it fraying, but you can't really pull it out great for it to fray your pocket. So, for me, it's a no-go as far as a pocket knife goes. Some people like them. The old Gerbers, they don't even have a pocket clip. It's just a whole ABS handle, and people throw those in their pockets all the time. So, personal preference there. It did feel super heavy in the pocket anyway, but this is a larger knife. But I tell you what, let's go ahead, let's get the weight and measurements of this knife. Alright, let's see how much this bad boy weighs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's going to be on the heavier side. It looks like 6.4 right there. Well, I say it'll be. This is a larger knife, but either way, it is a little heavy. But it is thick right here, so let's get some measurements on it real quick. So, total length, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, counting this hammer down here at the bottom, it's going to be an 8.5-inch knife, fully open. The blade itself is going to measure out to 3.5 inches. And you don't have much of a choil down here at all, so that's really good. They're giving you this large belly before they uptick on this Tonto. So that's really good. Now, the thickness of it, let's see how we can measure this thickness better. It's going to be a 1/2 inch thick right here on your top part. Now, it will come out a little bit more on these handles, so if we're really looking at it this way, it's going to be 1.5 inches length that way, but your thickness, counting the belt clip, about 3/4 inches is what you could say. Probably round out about 5/8. I'll tell you what, yeah, let's go ahead and test this or measure this. 5 inches totally closed. So guys, that's not too bad at all. You know, not as bad as I thought, but it is on the heavier side of knives. And just know that this is a larger knife, but the blade on it throws out fine. You know, the only con that I have on it that's just dramatic of a con is just a personal preference of a con, and it is that rubberized handle right there. You know, just as far as sliding in and out of your pocket, but I like the look of it. The nice green with that black looks really good, and maybe you would have some problems with this pocket clip. Other than that, guys, for the price, you know, those thumb studs, you can throw that blade out really well. I like the way that it looks. I even like the fact that it has the blood groove on it. But one more little close-up on it right here. But just a good looking knife. I mean, the knife is really cool. Liner lock smooth, closes fine. Nice little trigger on it right there. So guys, you know, if you're looking for a cheap little survival tactical knife, or one that you are going to have in your bug out bag that you can get detailed work with and also use in a, you know, defensive stance, this might be the way to go. Just know that you're going to have a little bit of trouble sliding it out of your pocket. But other than that, that's not too bad. So guys, hope the review helped. If you're thinking about getting it, if I can find this knife, you know, I'll leave the link in the description if y'all want to go check it out. And guys, that's basically it. I might be giving this knife away this coming up Friday or the next Friday, depending on when y'all see this. But we give away knives every single Friday. If y'all want to go check that out on our Friday night knife giveaway. So come subscribe, guys. We have a good bit of fun here. But anyway, appreciate you watching, guys. Again, this is the TAC Force TF-980. That's what it is. But appreciate it, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.